All right, we're off to the races. It was an incredible JV matchup. Came down to the wire and it actually needed extra time. It was an overtime matchup where Linden ended up coming away with the win in overtime, and it was exciting in here, Alex.
It was very exciting. Tough game. Normally the first to score in overtime wins. Not today.
And now it's slated up back at 0. Linden at Fenton, the rivalry matchup. Right now you're looking at Maddie Altringham for Fenton. Pull it up from mid-range, off the mark.
Good form, just a missed shot.
A good defensive board that time by point guard Lila Nestor. She's a guard who can get a lot of rebounds. Beecher up, no. O-board. Turnover. Running in transition. Fenton off the mark, but it will be Rutley heading to the free throw line.
Way to lower the shoulder and go to the hoop.
Guard Kirsten Rutley at the free throw line. She's been really strong for the squad this year, averaging over 5 points per game. Does a really nice job, and she'll go 1 for 2 from the free throw line to start. Talking to Fenton's head coach, Don Cucci, he talked about the culture of this team, how they've turned things around because they work so hard in practice. Turnover on the inbound, and it's Fenton on the board with 2, the first field goal of the game.
Way to capitalize from that tough defense.
The full court pressure out of Fenton is one of the keystones. Another turnover by Linden, blocked. That time, Linden back with the basketball. It's PG, Lila Nestor. For 2, fast break, and 1.
Way to be prepared for the contact. Take it, put the shoulder in, and finish the basket.
Nestor is such a strong player on this squad, always at the helm, communicating. A pass-first mentality point guard who is now starting to find her way into score first. Nestor off the mark for 3 the old-fashioned way, and now it's forward, Lucy Weber with the board. Altringham handling the pressure well. Altringham taking the screen. Inside, blocked. My goodness, that's the forward presence of Beecher.
6 blocks a game. Comes from that defensive awareness and being ready to block the shot.
Unfortunately, she'll get called for the foul instead. And at the free throw line, it'll be guard Kirsten Rutley.
Looked like a good block to me.
I know, we might have to talk to the refs about that one.
Maybe got her a little underneath with the body.
Make sure all game long to keep an eye out for forward Ryan Beecher. Even though she got called for the foul that time, she averages 6 blocks per game. She's got the height, she's got the strength, and it's Beecher off the mark that time. Board brought down by Peabody. What does Beecher have to do to stay calm on those fast breaks right there?
All she has to do is take that one long step, gather herself, and finish.
Peabody called for the travel that time. She immediately pats her chest, taking accountability, though. That shows the sign of a good leader.
Yeah, I like when somebody's like, yeah, that was my bad. And they're not over there just laughing and smiling about it. She's serious.
Nestor setting things up for Linden. Inside, 4, back out. Nestor off the mark. Almost pulled down the O board. It'll be a jump ball.
Way to scrap down low. Both players fighting for the ball.
It will be Fenton basketball. Underneath, out of bounds. Summers couldn't handle the pressure, taken away by Rutley, but coughed right back up to Linden. Fast-paced basketball. Fenton got back with the numbers. Good transition D. Out from deep. Siegwald, no. Pulled down by Eltringham.
That was a nice open shot. She had the form, just had to hold it a little longer.
Eltringham stuck inside again. That's that presence of Beecher. Even when she's not getting a block, she's altering the game.
That's really intimidating when you see a girl out there that you know has 6 blocks in.
Inside, Linden inbounds. Fast-paced basketball, pulled back out, good transition D. Nestor looking all the way inside off the backboard, too strong.
That was a really good Euro step. She had a wide open three. She turned down to take that shot, which I'm okay with.
Back the other way, it's guard Alejandra Ayat taking it up the floor. She does a nice job playing 1 through 3.
Ayat is an all-around good player. On any other team, she might be their leading scorer.
Driving inside, they'll call the foul on the floor. That was a good drive, though, by Peyton Roney.
Again, way to create the contact, not settling and getting to the hoop. Called it on the floor.
From out of bounds, Roney inside to Weber. She's strong, but gets blocked by Beecher. Keep an eye on that forward-to-forward battle.
That's going to be a battle all day. Both players are very tough. Really got to keep an eye on them.
Beecher has the height, but don't knock Weber. She's got the strength. She's got the footwork. Underneath this time, off the backboard and in for 2. Brooks.
Way to gather her stuff, go off of 2 feet and finish.
Brooks, really nice patience there. And it's Fenton who breaks the full court press. But the bobble turns it over, and it will be Linden basketball.
They actually broke the press just a little too jittery. That'll calm down as the game goes.
Linden loves their run and jump press. Every time there's a make, they want to get into that press and frazzle you up as much as they can. Off the hands that time, though, of Linden, and it's going to go back to Fenton basketball.
A little ball pressure goes a long way. Just jump at her and give her that pressure.
Up the floor now is Fenton. Tied up 4-4 with just 3:45 left in the first quarter. It's a defensive battle to start this one. Both teams still feeling each other out. Mid-range, good. Charlie Peabody.
Nice shot by Peabody. Way to get 2 feet together. Follow through on the shot. Bucket.
Nice job breaking the press. Maddie Ford gets through but gets stuck down low. Beecher, mid-range. No.
Great find getting Beecher on that little mid-range jumper there. Great find. Just didn't hit the bucket.
Really good patience so far out of Linden in their half-court sets. Doing a nice job there. On the drive, pull up, blocked by Beecher.
Beecher is a feared player out there. Like, she just brings that defensive presence that you have to think about while you're out there.
When you see Beecher running up on you and you have the ball in your hands trying to get a shot off, how do you handle such strong height out of Beecher?
I mean, you put a shoulder and go into her, try to create the foul, try to get her on the bench. That's your best place for her to be.
Getting the ball inside, but getting stuck immediately. Maddie Summers gets tied up.
Great pressure.
And that'll be a timeout from Linden. We'll take a 30-second break, and we can't wait to be right back. Fenton's up 7-4. Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're back inside. It's Linden off to the races. Beecher just off the mark, getting a little frazzled so far to start this one.
Peabody actually put pressure on her there, made her miss the shot. That was good defense by Peabody.
Way to stay clean. Now it's Fenton with the basketball. Up from three, off the backboard. Peyton Roney, the bank is open today.
She was ready and she fired it. Great shot.
4 stuck in the corner. That Fenton full court press is ferocious. Nestor has to get across half court. She does. Beecher scanning. Inside, Summers gets stuck. Really good defensive pressure by Weber.
Way to dive on the floor. Anytime you see a player like Weber diving on the floor, that gets your other teammates fired up.
And there are 2 Webers on Fenton girls basketball. Number 44 is Lucy Weber. Number 4 is Katie Weber.
The Webers love the 4s.
That was an over the back call right there. But yeah, you're right. That's 3 4s right there. We'll call that angel numbers between the Webers.
And then they have a player on the other team, number 4, which is last name 4, which is actually number 12.
I know. I was wondering why she wouldn't want, number 4. Maybe she's just too used to hearing 4. She'll take 12. That getting things going. Maddie Eldringham kicking, having some space. Back out from 3. That's deep, but way off the mark. Not that time. Unfortunately for Linden, when they pulled down the board, they stepped out of bounds. Brooks gets the turnover.
That's just a little bit of court awareness. Good rebound, just gotta pay a little attention.
Inside, off, through Beecher's arms. That's 2 points for Fenton.
That's how you attack. You go straight at the big. Don't let her just block your shot.
Beecher gets on the board with 2, taking the ball up the floor with dribbles and nice handles as well.
Yeah, I was not expecting the handles. I mean, all-around ball player. Beecher's ready.
Beecher was named one of the best posts in Michigan this year. She's coming in for a strong season, had a good showing in her freshman and sophomore year, and really starting to find her way. Inside, it's Fenton's Maddie Eldringham looking and scanning, trying to get the paint touch and kicking. Weber, shot fake, dribble up through, chaos and contact, charge.
That's a tough one. I mean, the defense was there. You see the presence of Weber. I mean, Beecher, my apologies, and scares you a little bit. But really good help defense from her teammate.
By committee that time. Beecher did a nice job staying on top, but when you get that help line to slide over, it's hard to pop something through that.
We got Beecher on the bench right now. Let's see how they respond with her on the bench.
From outside, Nestor in and 1.
Tough bucket. She really put that shoulder down, attacked the defense, and finished through contact.
Nestor is really turning into a scoring threat as the point guard, still racking up assists every game.
Nestor, as a point guard, does look like she's ready to score the ball. She's not afraid of getting herself to the hoop.
3 the old-fashioned way, can't get it to go. And it was off of Fenton, so it will stay Linden basketball. You'll see Fenton drop into the zone on the out-of-bounds plays. Linden gets it inside, no problem. Nestor dishing up and in. That's 2 for McLennan.
Good find by Nestor. She, again, driving to the basket, didn't have it, kick it to the teammate.
Nestor, really high IQ point guard. She knows when to go into the flow of the game. Fenton with the ball and 20 seconds left. Nestor almost got a piece. It'll stay Fenton basketball.
That was good defense, jumping out there, deflecting that pass. Nestor's everywhere.
Check out this replay here. Really tough drive first by Nestor and then the dish.
Way to get to the hoop, finish through the contact, and 1.
Fenton, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. They can hold for the last shot.
They look a little scrambly. Get something good here.
Eldringham dishing with a second left. Ayotte gets it off, but it's no bucket. It's Fenton who stays on top, 12-10 as we head into the second quarter. We'll be right back. Stay right here with Heat Check Network. Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the student
In for Fenton now, it's forward Alyssa Yerk, guard Alyssa Yerk. Yerk scanning, going inside to Weber, rip over against Beecher, off the mark. She tried to use that body and dip the shoulder.
She definitely did. She was just a little bit out of control. Get a little more control of the body, and that'll be a bucket.
Linden up by 4. Looking to extend this lead. That'll be a foul called on Fenton. Linden will look for an out-of-bounds play. A lot of times you'll notice that Linden scores off of these, but Fenton plays really good 2-3 defense out of that. But there's that bucket right there.
You asked for it, and it came.
Nestor, a really good shooter, able to just catch, shoot, pull up. Now Yerk.
Tough defense by Nestor. He is
Nestor
all over the ball.
hits the mid-range on one side and then comes back on the other end, getting the tie-up. That's tough. Eldringham has to make something happen here for Fenton. Starting to go into a deficit. It's Aya on the drive, off balance, off the mark. Beecher with the board.
Little wild on offense for Fenton right now. They need to pass the ball around to get a good wide open shot. Every shot is contested.
Linden working their half court set. Good hands though by Fenton deflecting that one. It will stay Linden basketball. Linden from out of bounds. Blocked. That was tough. Aya with the block, and now running in transition. Eldringham, stop, shot fake for 2.
Way to show the ball, go up and under to finish the basket.
Fenton finally back on the board after a couple quiet minutes. Beecher stuck down low. Finds the dish outside. Up for 3. No. Fenton board.
Ford got a little deflection there. She is everywhere.
Off the mark, it's Nestor with the board. Trying to push in transition. She'll slow it down, patient with the basketball. Just a minute left in the first half. It's Linden who leads by 4 against the home team, Fenton Tigers, and it's Beecher who gets fouled right there on the floor.
You reach, they teach. One of the things that bothers me the most in basketball is when people reaching in with the hands, not moving the feet.
Now it's Linden looking for something here on the out-of-bounds play. They were successful that last time around. Beecher successful again. 2 more for Linden.
Just a little up fake, round and finish the basket. Good move.
Eldringham. 40 seconds left on the clock. They could hold for the last shot. No shot clock in high school hoops. Eldringham letting it bleed. She's really strong with the ball. She's good at playing keep away. Aya on the drive inside. Pull back, mid-range, no. Beecher board.
Don't mind the shot. Step back, though, with 20 seconds. Might as well ran it down to the end.
Wide open, Linden from 3, no. Board by Aya, still with 8 seconds left. Fenton can get something to go, but they've got to move quick. Eldringham, dishing, Weber, no. That'll do it for the first half of action. It's been a defensive battle, but it's Linden who's on top, 22-16. You're watching Flint Metro Hoops on Heat Check Network. We'll be back for second
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy, to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network Catching Fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games,
but we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when you hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice. We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
and we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games,
but we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Welcome back inside Fenton High School, where it's Linden and Fenton in a rivalry game. It's Linden who's got the lead 22-16 after a really tough first half of basketball. They got off to the races. They held their ground on the defensive end, and it was Beecher, the forward, who averages over 6 blocks per game, who was able to get on the board. Nestor with the and one. Linden had multiple and ones in that first half, doing a really good job at absorbing contact. And then on the other end, Fenton still able to get some things going, but struggled at times with the turnovers. Alex, how can they in the second half calm those nerves and take better care of the basketball?
Use their teammates. I mean, they're moving the ball a lot, but I think their fear of Beecher down low is really messing with them. They just have to attack her to her chest.
Hello, welcome inside Fenton High School. He's Alex Ayala. I'm Alexis Ayala. We had a great first half of action. It's Linden who's got the lead over Fenton in a rivalry Friday matchup. We've got the boys game coming after this, so make sure to stay tuned for not just the game right now, that's exciting, but also we've got another one coming up very soon. We're into second half of action. It's Beecher with the basketball, turned over, and now Fenton will look to be the first ones on the board in the second half. Eldringham really good at communicating. She's directing her team right now. Inside, Weber looks, scans, stuck against Beecher and blocked by Beecher.
Good move, just out that up and under, throw a little body into her, try to draw that foul.
Now Linden with a couple turnovers back-to-back to start off the second half, allowing Fenton to possibly get back into this one, giving them a break. What does Fenton have to do now that they've gotten this break from Linden to get back on the board?
They need to hit some open shots. Pass the ball from the inside to the outside, get some threes on the board.
That inside-outside basketball, especially important when you are going against a center like Ryan Beecher. Fenton on the drive, inside. Oh, just off the mark, hit everything but the bottom of the net.
Good drive, good attempt, just a little bit of a cover on the basket on that one.
Nestor stuck, killed her dribble. Good D, but she finds Beecher. Nestor back with the ball. Eldringham trying to take away that right hand of Nestor. Nestor, dish, mid-range, two, no, but an offensive board, and it'll be Siegwald heading to the line. Excuse me, that'll be Del Monte.
That was a good time getting the offensive rebound and trying to finish that basket. She got fouled down low, getting to the line.
Excuse me times two. This is Siegwald shooting free throws. Missed the first one. She'll go for a second chance opportunity here. She's a starter for this squad and has done a really nice job in her role. She just made 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, extending this Linden lead 23-16 against Fenton in the Rivalry Friday matchup. On the drive inside is Fenton. Lucy Weber getting blocked again by Beecher. My gosh, that's that LeBron James block you were talking about. Beecher tried to go all the way, deflected. It stays Linden ball.
Ask for it, it'll come. That LeBron James block. Don't put the body into him, sneak behind, block the shot. She thought she had an easy bucket. Nope.
One of the reasons why Beecher is able to average over 6 blocks per game, because she does such a good job at staying clean. Traveling basketball, that'll be Maddie Four called for that one.
She's got a little happy feet going on in that one.
Is that the Penguin movie?
Yeah, I'm not sure where it came from, but I just love happy feet. Except for when it's basketball.
No happy feet allowed in basketball. Only if you're a Penguin. All right, Fenton trying to get back into things here. Still down 16-23. Eldringham doing a really good job at working this offense. One of the captains for this Tigers team, but D'd up really well by Nestor. Inside, Weber, paint touch, dish, Ayat, no. Pulled down, oh, board, fouled, and it'll be Peabody going to the line for 2.
That's how Fenton has to get their offense. It started inside, kick out for the 3. Great shot, and then it led to an offensive board. It's a great offense that time. That's how they can get back in this game.
Peabody gets 2 attempts here from the charity stripe. And when we talked to Fenton's head coach, Don Cucci, he talked about how important it was to get the ball inside. He knew, though, that his team would be a little bit worried about the presence of Maddie Beecher. Really good job by Peabody to pull down that offensive board and try to make something happen from the paint. Off the mark that time, she went 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Linden back with the ball. Nestor at the helm. Nestor, dish. Siegwald gets bobbled, but it's saved into Beecher. Killed her dribble. Siegwald from 3, no.
That was a good drive and kick. Just got to make the shot.
Eldringham, coast to coast. She dishes, and it's stolen back by Siegwald, making up for that last possession. Maddie Four inside, fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Maddie Four plays extremely physical. She saw the defender down there and went straight to the body. Way to get to the line.
Four has been a really good presence in this game. She's someone that Linden's head coach said has improved immensely in the offseason. We talked to head coach Madeline Brender before today's game. She said she's one of the hustle players for this squad.
Oh, it's extremely evident. The way she plays is 100% all the time. She goes hard out there. She's not afraid of contact. Very strong, very tough player.
Maddie Four. She's only a basketball player now. A lot of the other girls on Linden's squad play volleyball as well. So Four has been really diving all into basketball. Coach Bender talked about how they worked out twice a week at least all year round during spring sports, fall sports, and even the summer. Four is also going through having to change her shot heading into this season, which if you play basketball, you know that's tough to do. Off the mark that time, Beecher contesting things, and it'll be Beecher going coast to coast, gets stuck, pivot, deflected, stays Linden ball.
Good defense. When a big brings the ball down low, gives the smaller players an advantage.
Trying to get on top of the O board. Maddie Four, she's all over the place. It'll be a jump ball, but it will be Fenton basketball.
I love when you see two players diving on the floor for the ball. Shows effort.
It's Maddie Eldringham who's been bringing up the ball as PG for Fenton. Not only does she control the pace from the PG position, but she also guards the other team's best guard, game in, game out, on the drive, blocked by Beecher that time. Inside, yes! 2 points on the board, Rutley.
Way to drive to the basket. She wasn't afraid of Beecher down there. Way to attack and finish at the hoop.
That's Eldringham with that tough defense. Linden inside, outside, Siegwald, turnover. Tough defense there. Linden almost got away with it. Eldringham back controlling the pace.
Fenton also plays a 3-2 offense that you just don't see today's game.
Big three that time by Peyton Roney.
They need a couple more threes like that. Great shot, way to hold up the form. She knew that was a bucket.
Fenton made really nice halftime adjustments. Props to head coach Don Cucci. Check out this three-point shot again by Peyton Roney. She does such a nice job at the catch and shoot. Beautiful trigger. What do you think, Alex, is the biggest difference from the first half to the second half that Fenton has turned around?
I would say that they're actually working as a team. We've had several drives to the paint and kickouts. Whether they make the shot or they don't, that's the difference.
All right, we'll be right back. It's just a 1-point game in the third quarter for a rivalry Friday in the Flint Metro League. You're watching Heat Check Network. Stay right here.
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
We're back on Heat Check Network. It's a 1-point game. Linden leads Fenton 23-22 on a rivalry Friday here at Fenton High School. Fenton went on a run in the third quarter, though. They were down by as much as 8 in the first half and really made some great halftime adjustments to get back into this one. Down by just 1, they can take the lead on this possession. It's Lucy Weber dishing. Eldringham back outside. Weber on the drive. Yes, through contact.
Tough bucket. Way to absorb the contact and finish high on the backboard.
Nestor, she's got an open lane on the left side, but Eldringham has done such a good job taking away her right hand. From outside, heading in, traveling basketball. It's Maddie Ford called on that one.
Little moving too fast and drug that back foot. Traveling.
that back foot or pivot foot has to feel like it's stuck in cement to avoid those travel calls there.
Yeah, the refs don't miss that one very often.
It's Fenton with the lead for the first time since the first half. Weber tried to use that off arm against the blocking presence of Beecher, and it's Weber who gets called for the offensive foul.
I like the aggressiveness. Yes, she used the off arm, but that'll start to pay off dividends later in the game.
Weber really looks like she felt out Beecher in the first half of the game and has found her footing in the second half, going at her with a chip on her shoulder. Linden has the ability to take the game back on this possession, just down by 1. Nestor looking. Stuck. That'll be a backcourt violation. Fenton basketball.
Got a little anxious. Good passes matter. It helps on getting good shots, keeping the balls, not turning it over.
Eldringham thought about the drive. She'll pull it back out, set back up the offensive half-court set. Screen here. Eldringham will take it. Hanging on to that ball, looking for something. She finds a three-point shooter off the mark that time. Roney can't convert.
Yeah, seemed a little discombobulated on offense that time. They just did not get the ball into the post at any point. They play from the post out, so they need to get it back into the post.
Fenton, they thrive when they get those paint touches, the inside-out game. Offensive foul again, this time though on Linden's guard, Kennedy Brooks.
She just didn't quite have her feet set, more took it to the shoulder, not the chest.
When a player gets called for the foul on the screen, let me know your opinion on this, Alex. Is it the player who sets the screen's fault most of the time, or is it the guard who's supposed to take their defender into that screen?
I think a lot of times I put it on the guard because the guard has to run you into that defender. A lot of times if the defender tries to step out a little extra big, draws that foul.
I agree. I had to ask because I knew we had the same opinion.
Of course, of course.
Fenton trying to find something inside, but like white on rice, Nestor gets on top of it.
Again, players getting on the floor, shows hustle. Yes, it's a turnover, but jump on the floor, go get it.
We've seen a lot of hustle and hard work out here today. There was a JV girls game before this that went into extra time. It was Linden getting the win over their rival Fenton. Right now it's Fenton with the lead over Linden in the varsity girls basketball matchup. Just about a minute left in the third quarter, excuse me.
Don't expect anything else from a rivalry game like this. These games are gonna be a battle every time.
Beecher has been a battle for Fenton today. She got stuck that time though. Committed the turnover. Fenton basketball with a minute remaining.
Again, players getting on the floor. It's almost every possession you see a player getting down. They are not afraid to put in that effort out here.
What does Fenton have to do on this possession with under a minute left in the third quarter to extend the lead even more?
I believe that they need to hit the high post. From that high post, look for the low post. If it's not there, kick cross court for a three. Let's get some three-point baskets or right at the hoop.
Fenton has felt like they've gotten better at their three-point shooting this season and pulling up from three, but hitting nothing that time. Fenton coughs the ball right back up to Linden. They're running fast. Off the backboard and down for two, Maddie Summers. Yes, ma'am.
Way to turn a missed shot into a fast break bucket.
With 30 seconds left on the clock, Fenton can hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Down by one, Fenton needs something to convert here. Eldringham has the ball deflected, but it will stay Fenton basketball with 17 seconds left in the third.
Looking for a high post touch. Let's get that and see if they can get a kick to a three or finish at the rim.
Rutley passing it in. It'll go in to the point guard, Eldringham. Killed her dribble.
She was looking for that. Oh, good move.
Up for two through contact. Rutley.
way to rip the ball from left to right and finish at the rim.
Full court heave is a no. Nestor can't convert. So Fenton stays on top by just 1 point in the rivalry matchup this Friday in the Flint Metro League. Thank you for tuning in to Heat Check Network. Stay right here. We'll be back for a fourth quarter of exciting action.
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
We're back on Heat Check Network on a Rivalry Friday. It's Fenton with the 1 point lead against Linden. And it was Fenton who battled back down in a deficit after a first half of action, came back in the third quarter and got the lead. What did Fenton do so well to take the lead back in the third?
They actually got some open shots. You know, most of the game are all contested shots. So to get to the hoop, you got Beecher down there contesting. They actually got some outside shots to go in.
Fenton looking for the drive. Foul on the floor.
I really like Rutley's aggressiveness right now. In this half, she is attacking the basket.
It seemed like Fenton just had to find their footing in the first half, feel Linden out. And once they did, they were clicking and back to playing Tigers brand of basketball.
Yeah, it's a little hard when you're facing somebody that's that shot blocking presence that you're not going to face most of the year.
Forcing the pass inside. Weber couldn't get on top of it. When she tried to get on the floor, called for the foul.
That was an effort foul. One as a coach you'll never be mad at. Unless you're in foul trouble.
Right. Then you gotta have that high IQ and play a lot cleaner. No one in foul trouble so far for Fenton.
She's got 4. So she is in foul trouble. Yep.
Good point out there.
They're out here scrapping.
Back to Linden basketball. Excuse me, Fenton basketball.
Rutley's really showing her presence here in the second half.
Fenton has to figure out a way to battle through the adversity of Weber being on the bench with 4 fouls. She's one of the leading scorers for this squad, averaging nearly 10 points per game. Eldringham, though, another very key player. It's Rutley, though, who's been taking over, misses that one.
She's getting to the basket almost every time. Got a little anxious there and got the foul, but she's getting to the hoop. She's keep confident and keep attacking.
Alex, when you're down one of your key players and key scorers like Fenton is right now with Lucy Weber, how do you battle back out of that?
You ask another player to step up, next man up, next woman up. No matter what sport you're playing in, that's the mentality you gotta have. And right now, Rutley's trying to do that.
Beecher kicking to outside, off the mark, pulled back down. Fenton's got the board. Eldringham, she's actually the leading scorer for this squad for Fenton at nearly 12 points per game. She also averages near 3 assists per game. She stuffs the stat sheet.
Yeah, I think the team would benefit a lot for her trying to be a little more aggressive on offense.
Outside, no, not that time for Rutley.
Staying aggressive, staying aggressive.
Nestor down low. Rutley already trying to make up for that last possession, getting a good deflection on the defensive end.
Hey, anything a coach can ask for. You make a mistake on offense or kind of a missed bad shot, go and make up for it on defense.
Basketball is a game of mistakes. Even the best shooters in the world miss more than they make. 5-second call. It'll go back
nope,
to
that was actually
foul.
That was a foul on 4. Well, number 12, but player name 4.
It's confusing.
It is a little confusing. Ford's aggressiveness is great. It does get her in trouble sometimes.
She just gets a little too excited, wound up.
It's only her first foul, though. That's pretty good.
Eldringham using the screen all the way inside. Got it.
That's what they need to keep ahead of this game. Need Eldringham to really step up.
Dish from outside. No, not that time. Summers with the miss. Fenton running in transition. Eldringham pulls it back out. Linden's done a good job at getting back in transition defense. Tigers have tried to push the pace and haven't been able to find it. A bobble there, but Fenton hangs on to it. Rutley back to Eldringham. Eldringham takes the screen, opts out of the drive. Peabody out to Aya. No, but the O board.
Good box
yes,
out.
Catch him. Keeping the play alive for Fenton.
That's a really good box out on Beecher. Put a body into him, go get that rebound.
Aya from baseline out of bounds over to Peabody. 3-ball.
Oh.
No, it went in, but it touched the top.
Touched the spansion. Takes away good buckets sometimes.
That's tough. That would have been a huge momentum changer for Fenton, but they do still stay on top, 28-25 against Linden. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Heat Check Network started as a dream between a daughter and her father, Alejandro Ayala and Alexis Ayala. Dad works behind the scenes setting up top-tier broadcasts on national television for the biggest colleges around. I've worked on camera for the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, ESPN, Bally Sports Detroit, and the Big East, just to name a few. My dad and I combined our talents to create Heat Check Network. We're bringing national energy to local sports. Every game, every story, every athlete that deserves their moment. From high school gyms to championship stages, we don't just stream games, we elevate them through community, passion, and a shared love for the game. Welcome to the network catching fire. We're passing the torch to schools that know their athletes and communities deserve to be on a bigger stage on Heat Check Network.
We're back on Heat Check Network for a Rivalry Friday matchup in the Flint Metro League. Linden at Fenton. They're just 5 miles apart. That's why this rivalry matchup is so intense. Right now to lead all scorers is Linden center Ryan Beecher with 8 points, but there's a trio of Tigers with 6. Linden looking to tie it up or try to take the lead. Nestor off the mark. Fenton, good board. Eldringham taking some contact, getting stuck on the baseline. Stolen off to the races. Maddie Ford, no, but the O board, yes, and one. Guess who? Ryan Beecher.
Hey, whenever there's a fast break, you don't rush down expecting to make. You always run down there to get an offensive rebound. So many times the defense is not ready for that offensive rebound, leads to a bucket.
Beecher did a great job running with. There's a reason that she averages nearly a double-double on the season. Beecher, good the old-fashioned way. 3 of them to tie it all back up. Fenton has thrown back in their forward. Lucy Weber, who's playing with 4 fouls. Aya from 3, no. Refs don't call foul. There was some contact there. Nestor will try to take advantage. She does.
Wow.
And ones back-to-back for Linden.
Nestor got him with a circus shot, took it, kind of spun a little, and baby hook in the basket.
Nestor has done such a good job today. Here's that replay again. And one. Some of that Momentum now swinging back to Linden's side. What does Fenton have to do to stop the bleeding?
For one, right now, that's 2 fast break buckets in a row. Get back on defense. Don't let the energy go down.
Eldringham, a player who always stays pretty calm, cool, and collected for the Tigers as the point guard, as their best defender on guards. One of the captains of this squad. Ayat stuck, finds Weber, back to Ayat through chaos and contact. Late whistle, foul on Linden.
I think that foul could have went to 3 different players. She kind of got sandwiched, so great aggressive level.
Ayat can shoot 2 from the charity stripe. But it's Fenton's head coach Don Cucci who calls a timeout, wants to talk some things over and calm some things down. We'll be back in just a moment. We've only got about 4 minutes left of a crazy game, a rivalry matchup. Stay right here on Heat Check Network.
To convey the message of high school sports.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
We're back. Where Ayat for the Fenton Tigers will shoot 2 from the charity stripe, trying to get back into this one. It's Fenton who's down 28-31. Under 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Time has started to wind down, but how can Fenton stay calm when they've got the deficit and time is winding down in the 4th?
Depend on what you learned in practice. Confidence comes from those practice times. In these crunch moments, you've got to go back to what you've been taught and execute.
Ayat couldn't convert either of those free throws, which is extremely rare for her. She's a 78% free throw shooter. Beecher outside. Nestor will set back up.
A good job using the baseline to stop the offensive player from getting to the hoop.
Linden has time on their side, bleeding some of this clock out, but it's Beecher who has an extra step and turns it over.
She kind of just wiggled the little pivot foot. Like you said earlier, it has to be cemented to the ground. It can't wiggle.
Fenton's got an opportunity here. They can tie it back up with a 3-pointer. Fenton has struggled from beyond the arc so far in this game. Eldringham to Peabody. Back to Eldringham. Staying along the arc. No paint touch yet. Eldringham back to Weber. Shot fake. Inside, dips the shoulder. Off the mark against Beecher.
She got a little wild with that. I felt like she was kind of rushing it, but I love the aggressive level. She just got to get one more step to the basket.
Backcourt violation. Nestor trying to argue her point with the refs on that one, but it'll be Fenton basketball. You see Linden's head coach, Madeline Brender, right there. Just as passionate as all of her players are. We loved chatting with her on the phone. She was a pleasure. She loves coaching this team, and she truly puts her entire heart and soul into it.
Yeah, and that was a very iffy call. I could see as a coach why you'd get a little worked up over that one.
Lucy Weber, no.
That presence of Beecher still puts that little hesitation into your shot. Like if she just caught it and shot it straight up, maybe a little bit better result.
We talked about it throughout this game, how much emotions are on a rivalry matchup like this. Linden versus Fenton, they're only 5 miles apart. Weber, one of the best players for Fenton, as Ayat ties it up for Fenton. It'll be a jump ball. Weber ended up with 4 fouls. in the second half. She got a little bit emotional about that on the bench, but every single Tiger teammate was picking her up. Positive affirmations and pats on the back on the bench. She's able to come back into this game and try to make an impact, get her Fenton Tigers team back into this one as they're down still by 3 against Linden. Shot fake, got Ayat in the air, but just off the mark.
Way to get back and grab that rebound. Got faked on one side, come back and grab that board.
Ayat has done a really good job today at making up for any mistakes on the drive. Just off the mark, but gets her own board.
Put in that hustle.
Weber communicating.
And you get a high post touch.
Eldringham takes the screen by Weber, has the space, step back, no. Weber with the board. Multiple O boards in a row. Fenton can convert on some second chance opportunities here. Eldringham back out. Little 3-man weave action. Eldringham up and off. Gets her own board. Converts the second chance point.
Way to attack the middle of the paint. First one missed, didn't bum her out at all. She went in and got that bucket.
Everyone on Fenton's squad crashing the O-board glass. It paid off for them. Fenton just down by 1, but wide open off the mark. Sequald can't convert. A battle down low. It'll be a jump ball. Check out this one.
She gets the miss, goes back off her own miss, and finishes. Way to battle, way to battle, way to put in that work.
Eldringham has been really strong for the Tigers tonight, but they're still down 1 with just under a minute remaining. This game has flown by. We'll be right back. Make sure to stay right here. We've only got a minute of action remaining in this rivalry matchup on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are,
but keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Under a minute remaining in the rivalry matchup on a Friday in the Flint Metro League. It's Linden who traveled just 5 miles across town to take on the Fenton Tigers, and they're up by 1. But it's Fenton who has the possession and the ability to take the lead right back. Ayat gets stuck, dish, up and fouled. Eldringham will head to the line for 2.
Way to attack the basket. You either get a good shot on that one or attack the basket and draw the foul. Eldringham drew the foul going to the line.
Eldringham can chip away at this 1-point deficit from the charity stripe with the clock stopped. This is best case scenario right now for Fenton, and she converts. Eldringham, about a 65% free throw shooter, knocks down the first, all net. And knocks down the second. Eldringham is in that zone right now.
Ice in her veins. Those are pressure shots. That's, well, again, why you go to practice and you try to get that practice to take that pressure and make the bucket.
Beecher finds the space. 2 more on the board, and now it's Linden with the lead.
Great team basketball. Passing the ball around, down low, back to the big, bucket.
Fenton with 15 seconds left on the clock, and coach says we need to talk some things over, draw up a play. Check out this clutch bucket though by Beecher. She's able to get Linden back on the board and in the lead just by 1. We'll be right back on Heat Check Network.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which intergalactic athletes grow.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe that coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
With just 16 seconds left, Fenton down by 1, but they have the possession. Eldringham, who has really gotten into the zone. She's got that fire in her eyes. Dishes to Aya. Drives. Fouled. And Aya will head to the charity stripe with just 7 seconds remaining.
That's why you put that shoulder down and go to the chest of the defender. You cannot go around a player that blocks that many shots. You have to go straight to their chest, try to finish at the basket, and if you don't, you're on the free throw line.
Nice job on this drive, drawing the contact. Misses the first one. This is where the heart rate starts to spike, but she's got a smile on her face. She's looking confident. Aya, a 78% free throw shooter. Off. Linden basketball. There needs to be a foul immediately. It came quite late, but it's called.
Oh, coach took a timeout. Coach took a timeout.
Coach called timeout. She's laughing about it right there. She would have rathered the foul. But instead, Linden, they get the timeout call. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back for just 3 more seconds of action in a 1-point game.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do.
and be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Heat Check Network started as a dream
We
between
are back on Heat Check Network for a Friday rivalry matchup in the Flint Metro League. It's just a 1-point game. And after talking some things over, refs put about a second more on the clock. Linden leads by just 1 against the home team, Fenton.
This has to be a steal or an immediate foul.
Linden with the possession. They find 4 wide open, and those 2 points are the cherry on top for Maddie. 4. Linden with a huge bucket right there.
Eli, go over there.
Linden up by 3. It looked like Don Cucci had time to call the timeout for Fenton, and there's 1.5 seconds left on the clock now. So Fenton has an opportunity for a 1-pass shot 3-pointer to tie things back up.
Wow, I thought the game was over. I thought this was a wrap. They need to draw up the play that you practice all year, get that wide open 3 and knock it down. Let's see if we can have a back-to-back overtime game.
Fenton's guard, Maddie Eldringham, has really gotten into a zone down the stretch. She could be an option for this Fenton Tigers team. She's a 29% 3-point shooter, so she's been strong, but Fenton has another really good threat as an option from beyond the arc. It's guard Charlie Peabody, number 10, who's a 40% 3-point shooter. Look for Fenton to hit either Eldringham or Peabody on the 3-point play to tie it all up. .5 seconds on the clock. Fenton with the opportunity here to send things into overtime. Our JV game before this one went into overtime. It was Linden who ended up coming out with the win. Fenton with the basketball. They've got a play drawn up, but Linden gets on top of it. It was Maddie 4 for Linden who had the bucket, and now she gets the steal to seal the deal. We'll be right back in just a minute with our player of the game interview presented by Good Company Barbershop. For now, we'll go to break, but stay right here to Ryan Beecher in just a moment.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the student advisory council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports is supposed to be.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere.
Helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sport,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Welcome back to Heat Check Network. I'm alongside our player of the game, presented by Good Company Barbershop, center Ryan Beecher. You had 12 points, 8 boards. You're a near double-double machine. How were you able to find so much success out there against your rival tonight?
You know, I made sure to come out with so much energy. I've been looking forward to this game like all week and all season, so it's just all about energy.
With so many emotions riding on a game like this, how are you and your team able to harness those for your benefit?
I think we just have to stay positive the whole game, no matter what happens. I mean, I missed a lot of shots, but you just got to keep going. I mean, miss shot, get back on defense, and just keep going, try to make the next one.
And your teammate, Maddie Four, with a big bucket at the end, the cherry on top, and then the steal to seal the deal. What do you have to say about her effort tonight?
I mean, she's amazing. I love that girl. She played so good. Her energy is amazing, and you know, she's really strong this year.
Ryan, congratulations. If you don't know Ryan Beecher, make sure to remember her name. She's one of the best centers in the state of Michigan. So thank you so much for such a great showcase tonight. We'll be right back for our boys game, another rivalry matchup. Stay right here on Heat Check Network.